Good morning, people. How are you guys? I know Carnival has just finished. It's a new month, March, lovely March. Welcome, March. So, as promised, I said that I will continue from last week topic, which was all about God, look, I forget, all about debtors and collection of money and all that. So I'm continuing that. Today we are talking about debtors days outstanding is a silent killer for the modern business. So let's do the regulars. Well, you should know my name is Letitia Barrett. I am the team lead at Destiny Planners, and I help entrepreneurs like yourself understand your tax obligation, your accounting responsibility, to ensure that you pay minimum amount of taxes at the end of the year. Some household calls at the end of this month, March 31st, you have your first quarter taxes due, which will be, I will have that later on in detail during the course of the month, reminding you what type of business have to pay what at the end of the month. And also April the 30th, we also have to file the 2016 taxes as well. Please ensure this is done on time, because after that you will have penalties to pay. But not file, sorry, not file, but pay all your payments on time. All right, so let us dive in to today's topic, and we will go through it piece by piece. Yes, you see, when you decide to do a thing, things must happen, but that is life. We just have to move on with whatever distractions. So the first thing first, as a business owner, your biggest risky area as for a small or medium-sized business is your collections, especially your debt collections. Those who owe you, it's very difficult, is one of the biggest problem or the silent killer for a small business, because as you are aware, cash flow is king. Cash flow is everything. So this is really the business backbone, and as we in Trinidad will say, like how cricks is your vital supply, your collecting your money from your debtors is your vital supply for getting your cash in, right? So you need to ensure that your average debtors days should be less than 30 days. I know sometimes that can be difficult, but once that go over that, it becomes a liability to you as a small business owner, because now you have to be hunting down your customers or your clients to get this money, which will eventually become a liability, since you always have to be either sending them emails, sending them letters, strategizing a plan to be able to collect your money, and that in itself could be a little stressful as a small business owner, especially when you're trying to make ends meet and to meet your financial target at the end of the month. So these are my questions I have for you. Do you know what is your debt collection days for each client or customer that owe you? Are you aware how much days that they have outstanding for you? So like, say for instance, if you go and you double check your accounting software, if you have one, or like most entrepreneurs, they might be using accounting software, they might be just writing in a book and they have a credit existing. Are you aware how long that person has been owing you? Have you been diligent in checking to see if how much days has passed? And next question I want to find out, Do you review these accounts at least once a week, or if not once a week, at least once a month? Right? I know some don't even review it. Sometimes it's when I collect their accounts at the end of the year, they know, and I'm doing the work. That's when they now realize all who are owing them the year before, which is bad. So you have money that is outside, which you could have collected that and have that to use for your business. So this is important. Another question I usually ask my clients: do you have a payment plan, especially for those clients that take really long to pay you? Do you have a payment plan to encourage them to pay on time, or to even keep your cash flow at a certain level? If yes, are you ensuring that they pay you on time? Are you sending them reminders, whether it's via emails, calling them? Are you reminding them? Because you know we are humans, we will forget. So it is imperative that you remember to ensure that you have your cash coming in. All right, if I put it that way. Do your clients have a credit limit? So for example, for any purchase over 5,000, they must pay half up, or a 25% down, or maybe a 10% down and the balance after the job is completed. What is your credit limit? That is important. Do you ever do checks on your customers, especially before you give them a payment plan? This is important because most times when you decide to give a client a payment plan, you may not be aware if they are a good paying customer or not. So even if you have to do credit checks, like in Trinidad here we have credit checks, we could use that, or any other reputable credit company, just to ensure that the person is a reputable person that will pay their bill on time. Okay, once you have a payment plan established, did you highlight to the client or the customer your terms and conditions? Ensure that the payment policy is read and understood between yourself and the customer. Then the 7th point: what system do you have in place if the client or the customer fails to pay? Do you have a backup plan? Do you have any procedures in place? Anything along that line. So say for instance, if a client pays you late, how many letters would you send before eventually sending your lawyer letter, which we discussed last week? Then point 8: do you ensure that all your payment plans are signed and agreed on before proceeding? This is very important because most clients, they will have a payment plan, send it out to the customer, and don't ensure that it is signed, and then they will have problems that you don't have a legally binding documents in case if you have to go to court or do lawyer letter, anything like that. This is important. Remember, it's a business you're running. It's not something for pleasure. It's not a hobby. It's not a fly-by. Yes, it's a hustle, but it's a professional hustle professionally. Well, you see, that is where I will assist you in that. You need to hustle professionally. So even though you're hustling, you don't hustle and you just let this lag behind. This is important. Remember, it's your money. Cash flow is king. You need to have money. Money management is everything, and this is the biggest risk management that most people suffer with, right? So once you have all these elements implemented, I am guaranteed that your cash flow will always be on point, always on top. You will not reach a point where the month will come into the end and you have to bust your head. Oh God, shucks, who have money for me? Because you're supposed to be on point with this. Once you start using accounting, those who are not on my Facebook secret group, it's called Destiny Financial Solutions. We talk about these little points and encourage you to have an accounting system in place. You have to know and see your account so you know where your business is at. You don't be guessing. It's no guessing game. It's time to get serious. If I have a business, you're running like a business. It's not a parlor. It's not I get up in the morning and I know who win me. No. Stop all of this madness. Let's get order structure, plan, execute, because 2017 we want to crush them goals to the point. You see how we get on bad Monday and Tuesday? Let's get on bad the same way for our business. So you all have a great day. Oh, I forgot to mention, come March the 7th we are having our VAT course. This will, anybody who wants to understand how to do their VAT returns, how to fill the return, how to process everything, we will go through that in full detail. Likewise, on the 15th and the 16th we are doing a tax course again on a secret Facebook group, detailing about how to use the do your taxes using e-tax online, showing you how to prepare everything from scratch to finish in the and getting your taxes in order, because we know at the end of the month we have our first quarter taxes due. So we will explain all of that so you know everything you need to do and get your account right and get your business right. Do have a great day and happy March. Bye bye.